What's going on, guys? This is Jamie Waring here, doing another question and review of One Piece episode 516. This one is going to be awesome. This one's great. I cannot wait. Let's just skip all the niceties and let's just jump right into this thing. Let's go. Alright, getting right back into this thing. Right here we see that Dark King Riley, with his suggestion, suggests to Luffy that he should go back to Marineford. And everybody, for the most part, who's right here really is like, why would you tell this man, especially Boa Hancock, why would you tell Luffy to go back to Marineford after everything he's been through? And right now he's recovering. But Luffy has a plan. So what Luffy decides to do, Luffy goes back to Marineford, and there's this bell. We're not going to get into specifics right now, but I realize at a certain point in time of the year, the Navy, Marine, they ring this bell only but so many times. Luffy goes back and rings this bell 16 times. That is very significant. Short, point blank period, just to get to the point real fast. With ringing that bell 16 times, Luffy knows that that is going to hit the world stage. Everybody in the world, from here to there, to the East Blue, to the West Blue, to the South Blue, to the All Blue, is going to find out that Luffy, Monkey D. Luffy, rang that bell in Marineford 16 times. And also, all of his crew members are going to find out that he rang that bell, and they're going to know that Luffy is trying to tell them something. Alright guys, now to get into episode 516, right here, of course, Miss Boa Hancock, who has this huge crush on Luffy. She can't do anything or say anything without having the oochily floochilies, the sneakly jeeblies, the once we get past Boa Hancock's increasing crush on Luffy, Dark King Riley suggests to her, let's not really suggest, directs her, take us to the training ground of Rashkina. Rashkina is an island. It is one of the islands on the unforbidden islands, on the females islands there's only females. And it's a very harsh island, and on this island there's 48 seasons within a year, and each week the seasons change. That is a very harsh climate to train in. But Dark King realizes in order for Luffy to get stronger in a quick time period, he needs to train on this island. Okay, now we're at the point of the episode question review where Dark King Riley is explaining to Luffy some things about Rashkina Island. Now, one of the most important things about this island he has to realize is there are some really harsh creatures on this island. I mean, some really detrimental, really strong creatures on this island. And right now, Dark King Riley is explaining to Luffy, point blank period, I can tell you right now, there are 500 animals that you are not capable to, you can't be right now at your current level. The thing, Luffy's like, how in the world can you tell what animals in there and how many there are? And here we are, baby. Yeah, we about to open this box, baby. First thing Riley tells him, there is a power that I possess, that really every person on this planet possess, that has this ability. It's just like any other senses that any other human being possess. The name of this power is Haki. Haki, baby. What is it? What do you do with it? How does it work? And what is it all about? Let's get into this. Okay, and as Dark King Riley is here as he's explaining this to Luffy, and you know Luffy, here's this huge elephant attacking at the same time. You know what, I can take this elephant on, so he pops into second gear and goes right at the elephant and bow, and realizes, darn it, I didn't even affect this elephant in one single bit. And at the exact same moment, Dark King Riley explains to him, no, you're not capable of taking care of this elephant right now. As Luffy sees that his attack had absolutely no effect on this elephant, Dark King Riley is calm and he tells Luffy, watch this, observe. The elephant is attacking Dark King Riley. He's dodging. He's like, just see what I'm doing? This right here is called the color of perception, or observation haki. Yes, I know there's two types. I know people are going to say, it's either call this or that. But when you watch one anime on one thing here, on one streaming platform and another platform, they have two different names. But I have heard that it's mainly called observation haki. But I do like the name, the color of perception haki. Anyway, he explains to him that this haki right here, you use this haki to have the power. You are sensitive to your opponent's presence. That means you know where your opponent is going to be before he knows or where they're going to be at. So you can maneuver in any which way. And now, I'm still very new to the whole power of the Haki, so forgive me if I can't go too in depth with it. So that's the first Haki of the two that the Dark King Riley is explaining to Luffy. Now the second one that he goes into is now he calls this one here the color of arms, which is armament Haki. Now we see here that Dark King Riley explains to Luffy that using an armament Haki is like using an invisible armor. That is so damn cool, man. This power is awesome. It's like using an invisible armor. And Luffy's sitting there thinking while he's explaining to him, wait a minute, I've actually fought people who've used this power against me before. And Dark King Riley explains to him, now as you grow stronger, of course, as your armament goes stronger, your attack ability will go stronger as well. It's like, one and the same, two go hand in hand. That's pretty cool. Now we're getting into the good stuff. We're getting into the meat and potatoes of Haki. Now we're still talking about armament Haki. Riley next explains to Luffy that one of the good things about the armament Haki is that it can be used against another devil fruit user. It is used to make their attack not null and void so much, but really too much to deflect it so that it doesn't have any power. That power cannot be used against them. And also now Luffy is also thinking back again. Riley explains to Luffy that if you can't, now this is not the only way now that you can actually beat another devil. Well, you can use this armament Haki to stop another devil fruit user, but you can also find a weakness within an individual power. I don't want to make it sound like that's the only way that you can actually stop using a devil fruit user, because I'm still learning about the devil fruits. I have a long way to go, is basically what I'm saying. Now Dark King Riley goes into more depth about how the armament Haki actually affects the Logia devil fruit users. Now with this, like as far as like Akainu, Akiji, and what's the other guy's name? Kazaru. How these guys are actually affected when they actually go against somebody who's using the armament Haki. Right here we actually see how Dark King Riley reflected Kazaru's kick. And we also see here how Luffy understands that with this armament Haki, I can actually defeat or fight or defend myself against Smoker and Akiji. And I was always wondering how in the world would Luffy be able to actually beat Smoker, because every time Luffy want to get Smoker, I'm gonna be honest with you, Luffy get that behind whip, and that one time, and we all remember that one time who saved Luffy from Smoker that one time before, his old man, Mr. Dragon. We remember that. I remember that clear as day, as you can see. My question to you, anybody who ever watched these episodes before you found this part out, did you ever wonder how Luffy was actually ever gonna beat Smoker? Because honestly, Smoker just had Luffy just stop null and void every single time. So give me you guys' thoughts on that one. How do you think that Luffy would have ever beat Smoker? Before this episode, did you ever thought that Luffy would have been able to beat Smoker? If you like what we got going on here, you want to see more, hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. We'll see you here in the next one. Thanks for watching. Deuce line, say it 2 times. Peace.